तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नमस्ते सारस्वते गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम
doesn't know Dandavat. Dandavat Pranam, Swami Prabhu. We are continuing reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 42 verse. Why is it not going ahead? Yeah, this is also done, no? 44. Oh, it is not. Very important verse. So it tells about how we need to deal. So this is Buddhi Yoga in one sense. भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तयापहृत चेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विधीयते. So भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां means prakrushta rupena asakti. Whenever we are attached to like that, taya apahruta chetasam, by such things one is apahruta means is bewildered in the mind. You see, vyavasayatmika buddhi, one is bewildered in the mind. Samadho na vidhiyate, there's no possibility of samadhi. When we chant Hare Krishna, we will not be able to concentrate because we are stooped into sense enjoyment. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense gratification, sense enjoyment, and mental opulence, though both mental opulence also, of course, mental opulence also sense enjoyment only, is it not? So when we do that, then who are bewildered by such things. Bewildered means it's not about becoming fearful. No, that doesn't mean bewildered. Bewildered means one who is too much affected by it. The resolute determination for devotion service will not take place. Shankar is saying, for those people who are attached to enjoyment, power also is saying. Power basically, money is power today. So mental opulence is the power. Whose consciousness has been deluded by that talk. Actually, people not only think in the mind, but keep talking all the time. They talk to each other about these mental enjoyments. Basically, let's say in your company, people are talking to each other. Why they are talking to each other? So that they earn better money, right? So their minds are being deluded by that talk. And the resolute intelligence fixed on one point does not take place. It doesn't place. Almost same translation. Purport, small purport, but powerful. Samadhi means fixed mind. The Vedic dictionary, the Nirukti says, Samyak adhiyate asmin atmatattva yathamayam. When mind is fixed for the understanding self, it is said to be in samadhi. So when the mind is fixed on something eternal, what is eternal? Soul and Supreme Lord only that eternal. Everything else is temporary. Then that is called in samadhi. Samadhi is not that you put a body under and you close it, bury it, and you put some cemented structure you construct and put some flowers on that. That is not samadhi. Samadhi is when the mind is fixed for understanding the self. It's called samadhi. Samadhi is never possible for persons interested in matter, sense, and bewildered by such temporary things. Since temporary is used here, they are more or less condemned by the process of material energy. How this process of material energy is condemning them? Material energy process is what? See, What is material energy doing here? Just understand. Material energy has captured them already in the mind. Through the medium of the mind, material energy has already captured them. So they are condemned by the mind not to have their resolute Krishna consciousness understanding. Resolution will not be possible. Resolution means what? Determined attempt to realize the self. But that path is condemned for those who are materially attached in their minds. Actually, mind is a very, very gigantic entity. Mind is not ordinary thing. It's very, very super powerful actually. To control it, to engage it in the service of the Lord is somebody thinks that I am something, you should do that and see. How much rebellious mind becomes, one can understand, one can see. Today only, my mind was telling past few days, because after the journey coming back from the yatra, every day morning, I was resting half an hour after the class. Today also it was so much big push, oh, you are feeling sleepy, you are tired, go and sleep. I said, no, I'll take up something. I started cleaning. I started doing something for Agarbatti stand. I started doing, then I chanted my rounds, then I took breakfast. Then I started doing my work, not to give the mind. Mind is like a captured animal, captured wild animal, captured wild animal. How careful you will be with the captured wild animal, because if at all some loosening is done of the capturing, with the ties and all, it can immediately come out and devour you. It will kill you. That's how dangerous it is, captured animal. So mind has to be controlled. Otherwise, the samadhi is not possible. Okay.
Those whose minds are attracted by the flowery words, who are attached to power and enjoyment, do not have the determined intelligence fixed firmly on one point, fixed only on Supreme Lord. The form of the verb na vidiyate is reflexive passive, meaning in this case is not attained. This commentary is Sridhar Swami's. The talk means we're standing over flowery words.
Yamimam Pushpitam Vacham, it is there.
The translation also is referring to the
Talk is not there here, no?
Sridhar translation.
Not delivered by the talk.
The flowery words of the Vedas.
Basically, the talk centered around sense enjoyment. Flowery words of the sense enjoyment only. Because why it is said, the Yamimam Pushpitam Vacham, that talk, what is being spoken about, focus is where? Focus is on the fruits, which is for my enjoyment. Basically, that kind of talk. Whether you call that as a Vedic talk, or you talk about every day when we get up and we continuously focused on the fruits and talking about company and job, that this different names we put, occupation, different names we put. But basically, the talk is about this one. That's why a sincere follower of Vedic culture, what he does, every day morning, what talk will be there? Japa talk will be there. Japa talk. Then Japa talk will make us try to focus on the mind towards the wonderful glorification of Supreme Lord. Yeah. Well, the Vishnu purport.
And those attached to the power and enjoyment mentioned in the previous works, for those absorbed in those things because they do not manifest their temporary nature, whose discriminating knowledge is plundered by the attractive but deceptive words. Fixed intelligence does not take place in the mind. According to the Nirukti, Samadhi means
Nirukti. The dictionary.
Samadhi means the mind that within which the true nature of Atma is fully contemplated.
Samadhi, the true nature of the Atma is contemplated upon. So when we are chanting Hare Krishna, what we are contemplating on? That matters actually. What we are contemplating? True nature of the self. Krishna, Radharani, please engage me in your loving service. Are we contemplating on that? Then it is called Samadhi. Otherwise also it is called Samadhi, but it's a material Samadhi. It's a bhautika Samadhi. Material Samadhi will make eventually, will be get into Samadhi. Material Samadhi will become bricks and cement and some gold flower. I don't know, they often on Samadhi. Bouquet, bucket, spelling is bucket, called is a bouquet. Okay. So this is very important to understand. Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistraigunyo Bhavajuna, Nidbandvo Nitya Sattvastvo, Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. Translation: the Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Vedas are Traigunya, the three modes. Arjuna become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from the anxieties for gain and safety. Gain and safety. Gain means metal opulence is gain, and safety means safety of this metal body and be established in the self. These two are temporary. So don't get carried away. Then the subject of the three modes, rise above the three modes. Arjun, and be free from dualities. Situate in the eternal. What are the dualities? Sitoshna, Sukha Dukha, Mana. So Sitoshna is actually on a bodily platform. Sukha Dukha is on a mental platform. And Mana on the egoistic platform. But you will be situated in the intelligence that is given by Krishna in between. Okay. And be free from duality. Situated in the eternal devotees, with eternal devotees, devoid of the desire for gain, preservation. Be engaged in the intelligence given by me. See, Krishna is telling. I have given intelligence now. Be situated in the intelligence. Don't be on the bodily platform or mental platform or egoistic intelligence platform. Whose intelligence? Not our intelligence. Our intelligence makes wonderful plans. Okay, now I'll manage this way so that I can get so much other enjoyment. Senses are pulling me enjoyment. Let me give. This is what a purified intelligence gives. But purified intelligence, that is words coming from Supreme Lord, be engaged in the intelligence given by me. Krishna is like a commander-in-chief speaking. So there are three modes. Raise about the action of three modes. Arjun, and be free from duality, be of duality, by observing the unchanging state of the soul. Be devoid of the desire for gain and preservation, and engage in meditation. Paramatma, same thing in one sense. But Vishnu Devar very clearly saying, we engage in the intelligence given by me. So Traigunya Vishaya Veda Niryoga Yoga Kshema Atmavan. Niryoga Kshema. Don't worry about Yoga Kshema. Later on Krishna tells. Tesham Satata Yuktanam Vaitam Piripurokam Dadami Buddhi Yogantam Yenamamante Satatam Kirtayantomam Yatantascha Drudhavrata. Satam Kirtayantomam Yatantascha Drudhavrata. Satatam Kirtayantomam Yatantascha Drudhavrata. Whatever. That means I'm becoming old. Namasyantascha Mam Bhakti Nityokta. No. Nine 22. Prabhupada also quoting your option. Ananya Chintan. What we read? Ananya Vejana Parivas. Satatam Tesham will be true. So Ananya Chintan it is. Vejana Parivas Tesham Nitya Viyuktanam Yogakshema. Anyway, we can go back. So Yogakshema is going to be taken care by whom? Krishna. That's what he's saying. Okay. Read is solving the purport.
All material activities involves action and reaction in the three modes of material nature. They are made for fruitive results, which cause bondage in the material world. The Vedas deal mostly with fruitive actions, fruitive activities to gradually elevate the general public from the field of sense gratification to a position on the transcendental plane. Arjuna, as a student and friend of Lord Krishna, is advised to raise himself to the transcendental position of Vedanta philosophy, where in the beginning there is Brahma Jignasa or question on the supreme transcendence. All the living entities who are in the material world are struggling very hard for existence. For them, the Lord, after creation of the material world, gave the Vedic wisdom, advising how to live and get rid of the material entanglement. When the activities for sense gratification, namely the karma kanda chapter, are finished, then the chance for spiritual realization is offered in the form of the Upanishads, which are part of different Vedas, as the Bhagavad Gita is a part of fifth Veda, namely the Mahabharata. The Upanishads mark the beginning of transcendental life. As long as the material body exists, there are actions and reactions in the material bodies. One has to learn tolerance in the face of duality such as happiness and distress, or cold and warmth, and by tolerating such dualities, become free from anxieties regarding gain and loss. This transcendental position is achieved in full Krishna consciousness when one is full dependent on the goodwill of Krishna.
Fully dependent on good will, Yogam and Kshema. So that is not spoken by Prabhupada very nicely. Vengnath Prabhu, read this purport. Vishnu Thakur.
Give up all sadhanas of dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and just take shelter of bhakti yoga. That is the intention of this verse. The Vedas have the ability to reveal only karma and jnana and other topics composed of the three modes for personal gratification. The suffix ya in Traigunya Vishaya here denotes self-interest. This statement, of course, means that the majority of texts deal with material subjects. However, the Shrutis do say, Bhakti evanem nayati. Bhakti alone leads to the Lord. Matara Shruti. This quotation is given in Preeti Sandarbha and attributed to Matara Shruti. Yasya deve para bhaktir yada deve tatha garo.
Only no?
Where
Very good. Yeah, one should have much devotion to Guru.
one should have as much devotion in Guru as one does in the Lord. Vetastra Upanishad. As well, the Pancharatra and Smriti scriptures and other Upanishads like the Gita Upanishad and Gopalatapani Upanishad make Nirguna Bhakti the subject of discussion. If the Vedas didn't speak of Bhakti at all, then Bhakti could not be sustained. Do not involve yourself with those statements of the Vedas dealing with Jnana and Karma affected by the three gunas. But you should always follow the Vedic statements dealing with Bhakti. By following those injunctions, you are free from fault.
स्मृति स्मृति पुराण हरे पंचरात्र विधिं विना ऐकांतिकी हरिर भक्तिर उत्पाताय कल्पते.
Without following the rules of Shruti, Smriti, Puranas, and Pancharatra, pure bhakti to the Lord creates disaster. Tirasam quoted from Brahmayana. By this, one can understand that the Vedas deal with both material and spiritual topics, topics involving the three gunas and topics beyond the two gunas. But you should be devoid of the gunas. By following the path of Nirguna Bhakti offered to me, cross over the path dealing with the three gunas. Then such a person will be free of the dualities within the gunas, such as respect and disrespect, and will remain with the eternal living entities, my devotees. If one were to say that Nitya Sattva means to be situated in Sattva Guna, that would be a contradiction to the statement Nifraigunya Bhava. You will be free from the desire to acquire what you lack and to protect what you have attained because of your taste for my Bhakti Rasa. This is because I, out of affection For my devotee, carry the responsibility. Yoga Kshemam Vahameham. You will be fixed intelligence given by me. Here, there will be an examination of the meaning of Nistraigunya and Traigunya. It is said in the 11th canto of Bhagavatam, Mad Arpanam Nisphalam Va Satvim Nitakarmayat
Rajasam
Rajasam Falasankalpam
Himsa
Himsa Prayadita Tamasam. Work performed as an offering to me without considering of the fruit. It is considered to be in the mode of goodness. Work performed with a desire to enjoy the results is in the mode of passion, and work impelled by violence and envy is in the mode of ignorance. In this statement, Nispalam Va means occasionally devoid of desire for the result execution of duties. Kaivalyam Satvicam Gnanam
Rajo Vaikalpikam
Rajo Vaikalpam Chayat Prakrutam Tamasam Gnanamam
Nishtam Nirgunam Smritam.
Mannikshitam Nirgunam Smritam. Absolute knowledge is in the mode of goodness. Knowledge based on duality is in the mode of passion and foolish. Material knowledge is in the mode of ignorance. Knowledge
Foolish
based
matter,
upon
knowledge in
me,
the mode.
however, is understood.
However, is understood to be transcendental. Vanam tu satvato vaso gramo rajasachate tamasam jyuta sangam padanam
Tamasam Dutya
manniketam tu nirgunam.
Nirgunam. Residence in the forest is in the mode of goodness. Residence in a town is a mode of passion. Residence in a gambling house displays the quality of ignorance, and residence in a place where I reside is transcendental.
So all the three modes are also being experienced. Satvich, Karako, Sanghi, Ragandho, Rajasasmritha, Tamasasmriti, Vibrishto, Nirguno, Matpadashre, Madapashreya. Same again, something is quoted. Whenever we take the shelter of the Lord, that's Nirguna. A worker free. Yeah, read from here.
A worker free of attachment is in the mode of goodness. A worker blinded by personal desire is in the mode of passion. And a worker who has completely forgotten how to tell a right from wrong is in the mode of ignorance. But a worker who has taken shelter of me is understood to be
so you are going to work
transcendental
now, right? So all of you are workers. So in what mode you want, it depends on you. So there is Satvika, Rajasika, and Tamasika. So many quotations. My God. No problem. We have crossed the time. That's why I'm skipping this other. Purport is there. Quickly read this purport.
Even in
performing activities
without expecting results, the actions will bring about the results by the very nature of action.
See, even performing activity without expecting the results, that results will anyway come.
How then it is possible for those executing actions without desire to develop fixed intelligence?
How do you answer this question? How do you do? Results are going to come only, no? You don't have attachment to them. That's the point. Yeah, go ahead.
Traigunya means actions composed of the three gunas according to the Sutra of Panini, Guna Vachana, Brahmana, Brahmana, Dibya, Karmaricha. It is also indicates self-interest. The Karma Karana section of the Vedas deals with the actions in the three modes for self-enjoyment. However, you should become fixed in the Vedanta, which is the topmost part of the Vedas, and you should be in Nishkam. Here is the way. The Vedas, more affectionate than millions of parents, give people faith in the Vedas by pacifying desires and destroying desires of the people turned away from the Lord, who are bound to the gunas and attached to happiness in Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas produced by the gunas. Following the Vedas with such faith, they finally achieve your intelligence with conviction in Atma, revealed in the Upanishads, the topmost portion of the Vedas. Even if If the acts are not executed without desire, this result will come. Since the scriptures speak of this result, one should also not think that all Vedas are concerned only with the three gunas. Otherwise, even the taste of transcendence of the gunas could not be proved. Since the Vedas are the source of proof of transcendent as well, we should tolerate the opposites by considering the previous advice, matra sparshas to kaunteya. Thus, overcoming cold and heat. What is the cause?
You should
You
observe.
should observe that at the eternally non-transforming states of the jiva. After that, make no attempts to attain what you do not yet have, and make no attempts to protect what you already possess. But then, will not hunger and thirst be a problem? Be a person whose object of meditation is Paramatma, the support of the universe, and he will take care of your body maintenance.
So Yogakshema, somebody may think, Niryoga Kshematma, don't worry about your good bad. You just do the duty, huh? Very clearly mentioned. 922 is addressed as we were discussing before even coming to purport. So action should be performed like this. So not in the mode of goodness, not in the mode of passion, not in the mode of ignorance. Action performed for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. When you perform that, then you become nistraigunya. You become free beyond the three modes of matter. Then only one can experience joy in Krishna consciousness. So we'll pause here. Any question? To the degree our mind is oscillating between the passion of wanting the results, to that degree we'll be bound by three modes of materialism. We'll never be able to raise above three modes. So we have to do it as a detached worker, detached, spontaneous, loving service to Krishna. Okay, thank you all very much for joining. We'll meet again tomorrow.